And so I took one day off of work when I came back to New York, and I just needed to shut out the noise, respond to texts if I wanted to, respond to phone calls if I wanted to, but just be present and kind of give that gift to myself. And my husband said, "Why don't we go have some pancakes for breakfast for your dad?"
Oh,
And so we went to the Bel Air Diner in Queens, New York. My husband took a picture, and I told the story that I
yeah.
just told you, and I said, all of our lives can change in the blink of an eye. And there's so many things that we have to be thankful for. And I
Mhm.
said, "So if you're so inclined, why don't you go have some pancakes for Roger and remember all the blessings you have in your life?"
Mhm.
And I mean, Ilana, it wasn't supposed to go anywhere. It was just me
But it
part of my
did.
heart and just talking. I mean, I
Yeah.
wrote a lot. I wrote a lot when my dad was sick because it was very, very cathartic. And it was just a way for me to like figure out my feelings a little bit. And people started having pancakes and they started sending pictures. And I had people that said, "I can't have pancakes and not think of your dad and think about the
Mhm.
legacy he's left behind and all the life of service he led." And so we turned it actually into fundraising effort at first. Um, the month of February that we're in right now, we my dad's birthday was February 22nd. And
Mm.
so that's why we chose February. So we said for the month of February, for every pancake loving picture we get on social media, and using the hashtag pancakes to Roger, it has to be a public facing post or you tag our accounts. I was personally making a donation in his honor to a veterans clinic, a veterans legal clinic that provides free legal services for veterans and their families navigating the VA claims and appeals process, discharge upgrades, and a lot more. Clinic's been around for over 10 years, and they just announced a few months ago that they've recovered over $20 million in back pay for our veterans,
Mm.
with the work that they've done. And so, it started out as just, having fun and just talking about service and talking about, all your blessings and little things you have to be thankful for. And then I had people that had been after me to write a book for a while. And, I had always, when I do public speaking, I always ended my talks with kind of unsolicited advice and quotes from people that have helped me along the way, because I was always raised that if you get a good piece of advice, it's your duty to share it with somebody else.
Mhm.
Because if it helped you in your life, chances are it'll help somebody else.
Mhm.
And so when I sat down to write the book, it wasn't supposed to be all about my dad. My dad was supposed to be a chapter, but the general, as generals do, they kind of like to take over everything. And so, and the original title